Hello, my name is Colleen McElroy, and I am here with our Worth Knowing program, where we like to go around Worth and look for interesting activities and events that are going on around town. This morning I am here at the Village of Worth and the Worth Police Department with one of our officers. Good morning, how are you today?
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Usually we don't see officers on our program. The last time we did this was with our chief. And what we like to do is try to give a face to our department. You guys have been extremely active in the community over the last year. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What is your name?
My name is Officer Michael Cozzi. I've been employed by Village of Worth as patrol officer for approaching 4 years now. I'm president of the local 143 FOP Lodge, Worth. I've been president approaching close to a year now, and like you said, we are getting more involved in the community. Been hosting events, fundraisers, stuff for the local clubs, schools, and organizations in town.
So you've been an officer for 4 years. What kind of things do you do for the department, or should I say, what is your most favorite activity that you have with the department?
Me personally, I am a child safety seat technician. I'm state certified to do it. It's one of the really great programs we have here. Citizens and non-citizens can come to the station. Usually just call ahead, let us know you're coming in. Every shift, I believe, has one always working, and we'll check out your car seat to make sure it's installed correctly and teach you how to do it again in the future if we're not available. Another thing, I'm certified to ride the ATVs in town, the bikes in town, and truck enforcement for overweight trucks and vehicles on the road.
Now, going back to the child safety seat certification, not many people are aware that we do have this program. What time of day could somebody come in to do this, or do you prefer appointments? Tell us a little bit about the process of that.
There's no specific time. It's just probably the days are better because we might be more available in the morning. But if you call ahead, it's usually better just to ensure there's an officer ready for you during the time that you want to come in. But like I said, there should always be an officer working on shift at all times. And what we do is we'll inspect the car seat, make sure there's no recalls on the car seat, and just make sure, according to your child's height, weight, age, that it meets the specifications met for that car seat, because it's very important, because the car seat's only guaranteed if the child meets the proper regulations for the seat.
And I think something else that people don't realize about their car seats is that they actually do expire. So do we also have a replacement program, or is there a program that we have that if someone isn't able to afford a safety seat?
Yes, they do expire. Also, if your vehicle is ever involved in a crash and the car seat is inside the car when it happens, regardless of the amount of damage done to the car, it is no longer guaranteed by the manufacturer. At the Worth Police Department, we do have car seats on hand typically for people that if they don't have access to one, they cannot afford one. We will, if we have an amount in stock, we will accommodate.
Sure, if you have the proper resources, absolutely. Which, in these days with grants and things becoming more scarce, it's, it does depend on the time of year. Speaking of the time of year and activities, you've really got a lot of really nice programs that you have that are up and coming in the summer months. I know June 20th, you have a big event. Tell us a little bit about what that is.
Well, it's called Community Days. It's being sponsored by Farmers Insurance. It's going to be held right here at the Worth Police Department. It's going to be from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. There's going to be bicycle safety demonstration, car seat inspection installation. There's going to be free hot dogs and water, and there's going to be raffling 20 bike helmets and 6 bicycles. It's free. It's for everybody. Kids under 12 must be accompanied by an adult. And it's going to be a really great program. We're hoping for a big turnout. We did have one at Worth Days last year, 2 years ago, and it was a really good turnout.
With all the bicycles involved, I believe you're also involved in another program in town.
Yes, I am certified to ride the do the bike patrol in town too. We actually just deployed that unit this summer. You could see us, we mainly target the parks, high traffic area where we could interact with the community and just be seen, and like I said, good places that the patrol vehicles normally can't get to. As well as the bikes, we do have the ATV unit that also has been deployed this year, and that's just another resource we have in the village to get behind certain areas that our vehicles can't get to.
And what's really nice about our bike program as well is, especially with all of the new trails that are popping up, I'm sure you'll see more activity with bicycles and walking and things like that around town.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, so that's a wonderful program. So again, that's kind of why we like to have our officers here, so that you can see a friendly face if you are out and around town, and you just need somebody if just for safety purposes or just for information. Speaking of information, then you also have another event coming up on, I believe it's July 19th.
Yes.
This is a really amazing thing. Tell us what this is all about.
Well, we're very excited about this. It's Christmas in July. It's being hosted by the Chieftain Irish Pub. That's at 6908 West 111th Street. It's going to be from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Chieftains is hosting an event in honor of our local lodge, 143. It's for a great cause. There's going to be raffles, prizes, children activities, Dunk-A-Cop if you're interested.
I was going to say, I think that's after looking at your flyer, and we will provide a copy of that for you. I think the Dunk-A-Cop is going to be a big hit. Do you have people already signed up for this, or do they really have a choice?
Well, I think some are going to have a choice and some aren't going to have a choice. You know, we'll see. We're going to figure out how we get our volunteers, but we'll see. So, but yeah, that's going to be a big one. It's split the deck. Our main prize is going to be a LG 55-inch 1080p 120 HZ flat panel TV. It's our grand prize, but there's other stuff such as baskets that are going to have some really nice stuff inside of them, and we have live music. It's a $10 entry fee. Children under 5 are free, and we're going to have beanbag tournaments. It's going to be really good. Miller Lite's going to be there too for a beer sampling, and that's between the times of 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. But yeah, it'll be a great thing for the community to come together. Everyone brings their family, bring everybody. Everybody's invited. Now,
the money that you raise is going directly back into the lodge. So can you explain what you will be using the funds for throughout the year?
Sure. All the endorsements that we receive, we always try to put it back into the community. We have fundraisers. The past few fundraisers that we had was the coat drive, which was very successful. We had over 200 pieces donated, and then we had pancake breakfast. That was a really nice one, and we raised a lot of money. We were actually able to donate $1,000 to the Swerswa community, and we were really excited about that.
Yeah, the Swisra community is our special recreation department that not many realize. We do have a special recreation association here in Worth, so I know that they really appreciated your time and efforts for that as well. As far as some of the other events, I believe you also had a Shop with a Cop program for Christmas time. Do you remember if you could explain that?
We did do that. That was a really nice event. Myself and 3 other members of the FOP were involved. We were given a donation by Walmart, and they were randomly selected 4 children from Worth. We brought them to Walmart, and they were able to shop for their families and get something for themselves too. It was a really nice event. We're going to do it again this year. We're trying to, and I'm sure we'll get the funds together for it. Stuff like that, that's what the FOP is. It's giving back to the community.
I know you also had recently given a donation to the Scouts as well.
Yes, the Boy Scouts we do for the Legion. We'll donate to them, and just like local organizations just in the community. Absolutely.
Well, I have to say it's really nice to see the officers getting involved in town, and I know the community really appreciates it. Even just the presence with you back into our schools and stopping into little events so that people can put a name to the face. It really, not to be cliche with our friendly village slogan, but at least it does help in this day and age of things that are going on around the country with the local police departments. So going back to the FOP quickly, how is it that you actually become president of the FOP? Could you walk us through that process?
Well, your other officers, there's a voting system, and I was voted to be president, and every vice president, sergeant at arms, treasurer, and secretary. And I was fortunate enough to get the position of president, and everybody's excited. A lot of our members, a few of our members and a few of our officers are actually from Worth. And even the ones that aren't here, we all have a sense of belonging here because this is where we work. This is how, this is what we live here pretty much.
Yeah, you do have a lot of officers even that have had family ties in town, which is really a nice touch for the community as well. What is the best way to reach the police? I know that sometimes there's some confusion on the best way if you believe that it is an emergency or not an emergency. What could you tell the public as far as the best way to reach out for if they need assistance with something?
Well, the best way would be to just call the number 911. If you're ever concerned or worried, call 911. It's the best way to reach us. There's no middle person. It goes directly to our dispatch, and then we get the information and we go to the complaint.
I know oftentimes people are a little skittish at calling that if they don't feel it's a true emergency. And like you said, it does cut the middleman. Otherwise, you are calling the non-emergency and reaching someone at the desk who then turn around and actually call 911 at that point. So that is a very good tip. I know the Village of Worth also recently redid their website, which includes a portion of the police department on there as well. Is there another way that the public could reach out to you?
Yeah, there's a link on the website that if you want to report suspicious activity or anything and you want to be anonymous, there's a section on there you can click on there, and it's all right there for you to do. Again, you could be anonymous and you can get it, and we get it here at the police department, and it's very helpful.
That's good. I know having the community cooperate with you as well is very important for communication. So, well, that's great. Is there anything else you'd like to add and let people know about today?
Well, just summer's coming. It's important to stay hydrated, and if you're a senior citizen, especially young children, just make sure you stay hydrated. And if it gets hot out there, maybe a wet towel and stuff like that.
Yeah, that is very important too, and to also have people just keep an eye out for each other as well, if they're with seniors especially.
Of course, yes.
Well, I do appreciate you taking your time out of your busy day today, and I know we're going to look forward to these really great events on June 20th and also on July 19th. So thank you very much, and thank you for all of your work in the community and for keeping us safe.
Thank you, and absolutely thank you.
Okay, well, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you around Worth.